thanks for watching this video. I have some pretty exciting news, or at least I think it's super exciting. So I've decided to do a little bit of a job change. I do really like my job right now, but I think it's time for a change and do something that I have always wanted to do. It's actually been my dream job since I couldn't even tell you when. It's just almost always been my dream job. But I have decided, which this is actually really funny because a video that I just posted not that long ago said the complete opposite, but I am deciding that I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. It is, like, this time around, it was extremely hard for me to go back to work. It was just so hard leaving both of my boys now that Carson is old enough to actually do stuff. Like, we play outside, we go to the zoo, we go to the park, we go to the library, and it's extremely hard to try and get that stuff in when I'm working part-time. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy because you're probably thinking, well, you only work part-time. Like, why wouldn't you be able to fit in activities with your kid when you're only working part-time? Well, the answer to that actually is, like, my mom picks him up at 12:30, and then I work from 2 to 7 normally. And what happens is that, like, my mom picks him up right after she's done working. Even though I don't work till 2, it doesn't make any sense for me to drive him out to my parents' house. They live in the country, and honestly, I would be leaving my house at like 1 o'clock or a little earlier anyways to bring them out there. So my mom picks them up at 12:30. So I really only have between like 7:30 and 12:30 to play with them and take them on outings and that kind of stuff, which doesn't even work because, let's see, right now it's 9:15. Carson woke up at 7:20. I got him dressed. He was super cranky because he woke up too early, and I put him back to bed. He's still sleeping. It's 9:15 and he is still sleeping because the power went out and then his white noise machine turned off, and I think that's why he woke up. But so it's 9:15, he hasn't even eaten breakfast yet. So I'm like thinking by the time he gets up and eats breakfast, it's already 10. And then if I have anything to do around the house, which I always do. Yesterday I did 2 heaping loads of laundry, and I still have a third basket sitting in my living room that I didn't get to yesterday. And I had to wash Ben's work clothes, so those are in the dryer right now. And it's just, this place is a disaster because there's so many things I'm trying to get done, and like, this sounds so ridiculous, but like, trying to work part-time and trying to get everything done, it's super hard because you're home for part of the time, so the kids create a huge mess in the house, but you're not home long enough to try to clean up everything. And then I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it. And right now in my life, if we can afford to stay home, for me to stay home, I am choosing that so I can spend more time with my kids. I can bring them to the zoo, I can bring them to splash pads, we can do stuff. We have the whole day. And what's really nice is my mom only works till 12:30. So I can bring my mom with. So that's going to be super nice. And my dad actually just got a new job, so now I think at the end of June he's going to start working overnight, which kind of sucks. But then, like, if he wants to, he can come along and we can all have a party, except for Ben, which, whatever. But we can all, like, do trips together, like little day trips. Also, another thing is that with Ben being a farmer and working for a farmer, he's busy a lot of the times, and by me staying home, we can run out and bring Ben lunch or ride in the tractor with him, and then the boys can see him. Just little things like that. Like, I'm looking forward to them. I am so excited to stay home and be able to do really my dream job and just spend time with my kids, because honestly, like, especially when they're little, you will never get that time back. And what I don't want to regret working and missing out on so many activities and so much stuff with my kids. So, by the end of June, I am officially quitting. I really like my job. It's just right now in my life, I think it's the right decision to stay home for me. And I'm thinking that, like, once all the kids are grown up and they're in school, in school, that I can try to start working again, but only part-time. I don't think I would ever work full-time again. Like, heck to the no. I think I'm always going to work part-time. My mom always worked part-time, and it was awesome. But, yeah. So that's my little bit of exciting news. Something I'm a little worried about staying home is that I am going to want to redo everything and do a bunch of hard work, which, whatever. I've already started, actually. I redid the flooring in my kitchen. That's actually going to be the next video I post. So keep an eye out for that one. I did it myself, all by myself. My husband only helped on this one little tiny chunk because he just kind of took it over. It was a disaster because there was hardwoods underneath it. Well, there's hardwoods underneath all of it, but it was like, I don't know, the flooring wouldn't come up. So he just kind of did this tiny little section, but I did the rest myself, and I am so proud of myself because my husband said if I wanted it done, I'd have to do it myself. So that's done. I bought us new bedding because having a big dog, Sam, our Great Dane, actually, like, when he jumped up on the bed, he has ripped our bedding on multiple spots, which is sad because I really like the comforter, so I might try to fix it. But I did buy a new one, except I'm dumb. And I bought it at Shopko because they're going out of business, so I got it for super cheap. But I actually accidentally got a king size, and we have a queen bed. So the pillowcases are huge. They're like, they're so big. Because I think they're for king size pillows. I don't know, it almost looks like my pillow could fit underneath them. So I'm going to try to sew them and, like, cut them down so they're smaller. This hutch right here, actually, I am going to sand it and paint it. We actually used this at our wedding. I used this not a buffet, I'm so sorry. This hutch, I used it at our wedding for a, like, coffee buffet, it was really cool, but I am, like, kind of sick of it, and I want it to be like I'm thinking like a light turquoise or some sort of a bluish color like that. So that is going to be a project that I will probably record. Another project is and this is going to be a huge project, and I know that, but I want to repaint my kitchen cabinets because the lady who painted them before, she did an awful job. Like, I am sorry if you are watching this, lady, but she didn't sand them down, and I think she must have done it super quick, or the paint she bought was just crappy paint because they are chipping everywhere. They're, like, awful. They look nice from a distance, but when you actually look at them, they're just chipping, and I am so sick of having to repaint them just where they are chipped. So I think what I'm going to do is paint the bottoms gray because I've always loved the two-tone kitchen. So bottom cabinets gray and then the top like a cream white. So I think I'm going to finally do that because that's what I've really wanted. And with me staying at home, I think, like, we've decided that we're going to be in this house just a little bit longer than we first thought, because with a third kid, we figured by the time I got pregnant with a third, we would move. Well, now I've been thinking about it because I really do love this house. It's just getting kind of small. I think what we'll do is we'll put Carson and Kaden in the same room when they're older, because they're not even a year apart. Like, they're going to be best buds, I hope. But we're going to end up moving those two together, and then, like, when I am not pregnant right now, okay? When I get pregnant and we have a third kid, I'll move him into Caden's old room. So that's kind of like a little bit of what's going on in my life. Yeah, I'm just like super excited. Honestly, when I went back to work, I was starting to get very anxious and very, very stressed out. And I'm sure a lot of you moms can understand that. Like, you probably had the same kind of experience that I had. Like, I was getting a lot of anxiety, and it didn't help that it was planting season, and it still is planting season. Like, they're not even done planting yet, and it's almost June. That's another story. No, but like, with it starting to be planting season, and then like was gone from 7 a.m. till 1 a.m., it was extremely, extremely hard on Carson. He couldn't figure out why he wasn't seeing his dad ever, and then on top of that, like, I just started work. So now with Ben being gone, and Carson doesn't see Ben for like a solid week, and then I'm gone for like half the day now, so I felt extremely bad about that with Carson. Caden's too small, so he doesn't understand, but like, Carson is old enough to realize that things were changing, and I felt awful. So it's just going to be nice that at least one parent can stay home with them all the time, and then with me being home, we could go visit Ben. So that's just a little bit of an update that I wanted to share with you guys, because I am so excited to be a stay-at-home mom and finally do my dream job. Oh, Carson is now awake, so I better feed him breakfast since it's almost 9:30 and he still hasn't eaten, which is super weird for him, and I gotta run errands anyways before work. I'm almost done though. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned for the next one. Please subscribe, because I am probably gonna be doing way more videos now. I'm gonna try to, because now, I mean, by the end of this month, I will no longer be working at a job. So I should be able to try to get more videos done during the day now that I'll be home. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!